Autophiles!
Autophiles.
Yeah, we're in a...
Isuzu D-Max, third generation,
Yeah.
3 litre,
Yeah.
4-wheel drive,
Right.
V-Cross X-Terrain.
That's a 4x4, isn't
That's
it?
4x4, yeah. Diff lock.
Diff lock.
Basically, it's the latest D-Max.
The most expensive.
The most expensive one. The D-Max, when we last tested it, that was like an end-of-life product.
Yeah.
In Thailand, this car was already there.
Yeah, it was already launched when we were testing.
Yeah, in 2019. Isuzu is a truck maker, primarily.
Right.
So they take things very, very slow.
Yeah.
You know, they change the engine and then the gearbox and then the chassis. So now we got the chassis with the new top head, the new design, new interior, all that. This new generation, in a way, is significant because
It is.
Mazda is switching
Using
over.
this chassis, yeah. First of all, when's the last time we saw a new D-Max? Secondly, the best looking D-Max ever.
Yeah.
And number 3, D-Max has a reputation for reliability and also fuel consumption.
Yeah. And now they've got this X-Terrain variant, which is supposed to be a bit more upmarket. There's a lot of boxes being ticked by Isuzu, and even they are confident that they can sell quite high numbers.
Correct.
In Thailand, this is the number 1 pickup truck now. We could see the way the market reacted to this car. Toyota already had their Rogue out, so they didn't do anything. Mitsubishi, the month this was announced, they came out with the Triton Athlete, which is just like sticker pack and a few equipment upgrades.
Right.
And then
you can see Navara. Navara literally launched on the same day.
Yeah.
So you can see they're trying to lower that kind of hype that you get from Isuzu.
Yeah.
They knew it's going to take away some sales because Isuzu has that reputation for they know what they're doing.
Let's go for a drive.
Yeah, let's go for a drive, man. Performance!
Yeah.
We are in the 3 litre version.
The 3 litre version. This is the full spec one called the X-Terrain.
Okay, I saw the giant X-Terrain. Scared you don't know it's 4x4. 4x4.
This car has a 3 litre engine. It has 190 horsepower.
Okay.
And 450 Newton meters of torque.
But it doesn't feel like it.
It's tuned in a way where if you're very light on the throttle and you're like at the low end of the revs, it doesn't even feel like a 2.5 litre turbo diesel.
It doesn't feel like it.
It's literally the biggest engine you can get in a new pickup truck today.
Yeah. And then when you step on it, it unleashes Armageddon on you, man. It's not just the engine sounding like Armageddon and the speed just suddenly came. But on top of that, the entire thing shakes like...
The noise, the fury is just insane.
It's just insane, man.
Yeah. And I think this is why they tuned it this way.
Why?
But this engine is a record setter in Southeast Asia
for fuel efficiency. Especially on a highway. So you have a 3 litre engine and you thought that you step on it a little bit and the power will come immediately, but the tuning is not like that.
Yeah.
The tuning is actually very prone towards very leisurely, very, I think, fuel efficient drive.
Yeah.
But then when you step on it, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
but it doesn't give you straight, it's progressive and it comes up. Wow.
It's quite scary. It's very uncivilized when you open it up.
It's a bit rough around the edges, I have to say.
Well, the ride quality, I remember in the old D-Max,
we were driving around Tamantun, which is the last place you should drive.
Pickup truck, Some of the qualities are still there.
Yeah.
It doesn't bottom out, it doesn't destroy your spine so bad. But at the end of the day, it's not like a SUV level of comfort.
It's not. That's I think they hype it up a lot.
My expectation was put very, very high.
We were expecting Ranger or higher.
Yeah.
Right? Like there is a significant improvement because this is 2021.
Yes. But not just that, the D-Max is the platform for the BT50.
Okay.
So immediately my expectation was that Mazda is going to come to the table and tell Isuzu, listen, I need to meet the same level that I had before with
the Ford,
with the BT50.
Yeah.
So I need you to step up your game to that level. And in a lot of ways they did. If you look at like the stitching here, the upholstery.
I mean the steering, the feel of the steering, the leather seats.
But the thing is, all of this is design elements.
Correct.
The performance element still feels like maybe a 20% improvement over the previous car.
I think that's you're right. You captured the essence of the problem here. Is that on the outside it looks like 2022.
Yeah.
On the inside it feels like 2021 but plush.
Yeah.
Like 200,000 ringgit, 150,000 ringgit.
Yeah.
But then when you drive it, it feels like 2012 all over again. The looks is better, but then you drive the car for yourself.
Yeah.
And you're not going to impress so many people with the pickup truck unless it's a Ranger Raptor.
Yeah, exactly.
Judder is still there.
Still there.
You know, it's not to say the Raptor doesn't have the judder, but it's just so minuscule you can forgive it.
Yeah.
This one is real, man.
Then I remember, it's a bestseller in Thailand for a reason.
Because it's tough.
It's tough. It still
and fuel consumption is good.
Yeah, and it still needs to be that contractor's car.
Right.
So this car still has to meet some kind of compromise.
You're you're right. The issue with this car is expectation because they prop it up, and we also, from a tester's point of view, we've tested Ranger Raptor. We expect that the next generation of pickup to move forward.
Yeah.
Like cars, a lot of cars keep improving. You know, you take a 20-year-old Camry, it's even if the best condition, it's not that great by today's standard, right? Yeah. So you expect that level of improvement. Ultimately, you got to set your expectation. Yeah. If you're driving around in a Hilux, a current generation Hilux, or the Triton, in that sense, I think the comfort here is not too bad. The power is quite good.
Yeah.
Ride quality is okay. Not as much improvement as I thought it would be over the previous generation. Yeah. So you got to set your expectation. If you're okay with current generation Hilux ride quality and whatnot, and this is what you're looking for, then okay, by all means, man. Yeah, so I think overall there is some improvement lah. Yeah. Turning radius, tighter.
The handling's actually not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. If I gave the previous D-Max facelift a score of 4, in terms of performance, I would give this the same exact score. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. I don't feel any more impressed in this car than I did in that car. Okay. Even if there is some on paper.
I think I gave it 4 also. Yeah. But I cannot, with all honesty, give it 4 anymore. I don't think I am wrong to expect a little bit more improvement here. Give it a 3.6.
People who actually should be buying a pickup truck.
Right.
I think they have to take care of that market.
Right. In terms of drive and NVH and ride quality, it's the same thing.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah, so that's performance. Let's find a place to shoot.
Design. Still like the old D-Max, it's got the double fang thing. But on this, what's it called? On this X-Terrain edition, they blacked out everything, grayed it out, so it looks a little bit less tacky. Remember on the old one, it was all chrome. The front of this car just looks so much better than the last one. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree, man. Especially they kind of reduce the verticality of the lights. Really brings this car into the 2020s. So I think looks-wise is a leap forward lah.
The weirdest part of this X-Terrain edition, the rims just look a bit funny to me. It's got like, very thick spokes and then thin spokes in between.
But interesting lah, at least it's something different.
But I would have preferred a more like rugged aesthetic.
V-Cross.
I don't know why, because they already call this the X-Terrain. Right. But they add V-Cross to it. So
what's its full name?
Isuzu D-Max.
Isuzu D-Max
3-litre V-Cross X-Terrain 4x4 Diff lock. This is not part of the name. So you get the side step, blacked out handles, blacked out rails, blacked out wing mirrors, blacked out side step. A little bit more contour around here. Something that's been a part of the D-Max brand is this. So you open it. Soft open. 2 fingers. You can lift it up.
Surprise, huh? How did they do it? You can lift it up. It's like as if they're using a pulley system to help you.
Yeah. It's great. And then also with the previous D-Max, and they're continuing it here, you get this one.
Yeah, the tray.
Accessory tray. I mean, it eats up a little bit into your storage. It eats up about that much of volume. But the added convenience is there. So you load your stuff in here and then you just slide it in. And then there's no socket at the back. In the Raptor and all, you get a 12-watt socket at the back. It's an improvement, but there are some details like the crystal taillights. And,
I think over-design is one of the problems with pickups.
Yeah. Especially with Isuzu D-Max.
Yeah. So the double fang. Why?
Yeah.
Double cap. Important stuff from Malaysia.
Side step is there for a reason, because pickup trucks are quite tall, right? So
helps. Yeah. Does it help?
Is it right leg in first? Right leg in?
Now you're confused.
Handle?
Yeah.
Hoist yourself up.
Wow. 6-footer. Okay lah.
Yeah. My head is way clear. This is your driving position.
This is actually mine. Yeah. Is it a bit upright?
It is slightly upright, but I feel like it's not bad because the part where it hits my spine, my lumbar, it's actually like got a bit more cushioning.
Oh, okay.
Over it. I can feel that. So even though the incline is a little bit straight, I feel supported at least. Okay. You get an armrest.
Floating!
You get aircon vents. And then you get this.
Oh, not bad.
You get a teh tarik hook. You get... Oh, this is quite interesting. You get live surround sound. Speakers on top. But this was in the facelift. Or the previous generation facelift. Okay. Black headliner. That's very interesting.
Because you've never seen it in a pickup truck, isn't it?
I think I've only seen it in the Wildtrak. Was it the Raptor? One of those.
But it makes the car look smaller though.
It does. But it also makes it look more premium.
Soft.
Yeah, the leather. Look at that, man. Soft everywhere. Real stitching.
Yeah, real stitching.
It's good stuff. Good effort.
Yeah.
You can collapse this thing.
Oh.
I mean, if the seats were forward a bit, you can collapse it. You can also, for whatever reason, if let's say the luggage you're bringing is very tall,
Oh.
yeah, you can
Lift it up. Oh wow.
then you hook this up here. Yeah. So you can put stuff this way or that way, or you can just put it on the seat.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm sure if you're an owner, you'll find it useful. I think Isuzu is the only one who does both. Some will do up or
It's like
down.
a Honda City, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
a bit
Honda
like
City does that.
Yeah. Keyless entry. But the funny thing is, when you do the remote engine start, normally the procedure is, you lock the car and then you start the engine. And then when you want to go in, you press unlock and then you go in. But every time I press unlock, the engine dies. I probably should be briefed on how to do it then.
Okay.
Lock again. And then... Okay. Now, in any other car, you press this button, you can go in. Or you unlock the car. But let me try it. See, the engine dies. So I don't get the procedure lah.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
Could be.
Dun, 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 dun.
On first impression, this cabin is a huge step up. Soft touch, but it's leather wrap. The rest of the leather is super soft.
Yeah.
On the door cards.
Like Napa like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially the steering.
Yeah.
It's also very soft.
And then you get this huge stitch pattern at the other side. This is all unnecessary stuff on a pickup truck.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, it's quite unnecessary. It feels overly luxurious.
This design communicates that.
Yeah.
That's why your expectation was so high.
It communicates refinement.
Yeah. But before we get too much into the interior, I just noticed, you see the wiper blades?
Yeah.
The wiper washer nozzles are not on the hood.
It's in the blade.
It's in the blade.
Oh, wow.
So if I spray it, it's actually coming from
So
the blade.
cool.
So you see, we're not being blinded by a spray of water.
Right.
It's
Wow.
yeah, I think it's a first in any pickup truck. Like this touch point is great. The dashboard being all soft is great. All
This one is soft,
really
yeah.
soft. But
Right.
when you start touching this thing and then this thing just flops down. There's some things that they could have paid a bit more attention to.
It's still Isuzu.
It's still Isuzu, and to lower your expectation back to pickup truck level. This instrument cluster, well, it's full color lah, but the animations look a bit funny. The important thing is it has lane keeping. It has
collision warning.
collision warning. It has freaking active cruise control, man.
Active safety features are full on, man.
Yeah. But there's still variants with the D-Max being sold with only 2 airbags. Besides that, the aircon controls are really nice.
2012 luxury.
Yes. No pedal shifters, but you have Tiptronic here. 6-speed gearbox from Aisin Toyota.
Not bad.
Then you got your hill descent control. You got your diff lock. And over here is your on-the-fly
Wow.
switching.
Oh, not bad.
There's one more thing. Listen to the sound.
Oh.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Very well featured. Not bad.
Not bad. Huh?
Just the menu items being all bronze gold. So that kind of communicates that this is a very upmarket vehicle. They should have just made it simple,
Right.
a bit more down to earth.
Objectively speaking, I have to say it's a significant improvement.
It is.
Especially in the touch points. You feel and touch all the leather, and there are a lot here, This is not a small car. And they put so much leather in here. Whether it's real leather or not is beside the point.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like Nissan Serena leather hot.
Yeah.
Objectively speaking, it's a great improvement. Taste-wise, this is subjective. Some people like it complicated, some people like it clean. And
My issue with it is it's not to say that the direction was wrong, but I think the direction should be a little bit more focused. They decided to pair a pickup truck with luxury, with opulence.
Yeah.
It's okay, you can do that, that's fine. But then you gotta step up your performance in that one, and you gotta really create a very unified look. But you see the digital element in the instrument cluster, this aesthetic is nothing to do with luxury. It's utilitarian. You can call it that lah. It's a bit colourful, but it's utilitarian. Whereas the aesthetic in your infotainment system is
premium.
It's classy, it's premium, These 3 digital elements don't speak to each other at all. It's 3 different conversations happening in the same car.
Yeah.
And that's the only issue lah. It is subjective, but I can take away that is not cohesive.
It is also Isuzu. Isuzu has always been a little bit rough around the edges, I have to say. What's the score you would give for this Isuzu?
For design, 3.5.
It's the work and the effort that matters, and the experience. I personally think it's not to my taste, but objectively speaking, all the use of leather, there was a lot of effort in trying to make it feel expensive. Yes, in performance, they never give it the same amount of attention, which is why I give it a 3-point-something, 6 in performance. But in interior, I have to really give it better than that. It's 4 for effort. Keep on this trajectory and you will get something right in 1 or 2 generations.
Yeah. So value?
Oh, value. Against the price. Okay, it starts at contractor spec 110.
Less?
Lesser. Oh, lowrider.
Yeah, single cab, 1.9 litre, 88,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, if it starts at 88, the next step up will be 105 with a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, 107.
105. That's very close. I expected 105.
With the auto gearbox. With the manual, is 99.
Oh, wow.
There's a half step up
What is that?
called premium. It doesn't come with the active safety. So
Right. 115.
No, that's 121.
Oh.
And then we have this, which is only available with the 3-litre engine. It has all the bells and whistles.
145.
142.
Hey, okay. No, I'll give it a score straight away. I'll say it's a 4-star, man.
That's a 4-star. The amount of equipment they put in this car as a utilitarian pickup truck, this is not bad. I mean, it's one of the better ones. It's the one I prefer.
I have to get a pickup truck, and I'm not in the money to get a Raptor. Yeah, I think this would be it, man.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't love the car,
Yeah.
but I really, really like it.
Yeah, because active safety to this level, good stuff. Safety feature. The Volvo of pickup trucks. Yeah, so Autophiles are signing out from...
3rd generation Isuzu D-Max 3-litre V-Cross X-Terrain 4x4.